It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The regular season on its last legs. We can almost...
The Pelicans are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. They're continuing to soldier on without the services of Drew Holiday.
They certainly aren't going to have him for this game, Kevin, but looking on the bright side of things, it appears as though he'll be ready for action in the playoffs.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Frazier. And it's Stevenson in a two-guard. Here's Aldridge, following the score by New Orleans. Tries from 10. Here's Dedmon, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And he gets the bucket. Davis has got his first 2 points.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Parker's shot is off.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
And Tucker kicks to Davis. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. And Davis, here we go. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. No good from outside. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Stevenson against Green. Got a piece of it. Here's Frazier. Good D by Parker. And San Antonio has possession. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
A shot by Frazier, no good.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Now, here's Parker. He had 19 points in the win against Washington.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
That's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough. Because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And that one's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. That drops. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. To the inside and finished off by Davis.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And San Antonio has possession following the score by New Orleans. Here's Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Frazier kicks to Davis. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here is Aldridge. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range, another miss by Leonard.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Now here is Aldridge. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Frazier the pass to Cousins. And Stevenson kicks to Davis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol has checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. The Pelicans also changing it up. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cousins. Solomon Hill comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pondexter in for Lance Stevenson. Now here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Ginobili outside. Over in the corner, Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. That's good from Ginobili on the assist from David Lee. Ginobili's got himself on the board with 3 there. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Golden State.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Hill has the open look, cans the 12-footer. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a very good high percentage look right there.
And here's Mills. He dishes it to Leonard. Passes it to Mills. It's stolen by Davis. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. That is good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And the wide open shot from Ginobili. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
It's Hill on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Dishes to Davis to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Frazier the pass to Pondexter. Here's Davis. Mills with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Leonard kicks to Mills. Gasol a screen. Down low. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Uncovered. And the Spurs scoring again.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them, because for long stretches they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
And the Spurs making a change here. Carter's checked in. There's a good screen. Pondexter. And he's off on his first shot of the game. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. A wide open look for Gasol. The three-pointer no good. The Pelicans trail, and now the Pelicans on the break. Frazier kicks to Ajinça. The drive by Hill, rejected by Ginobili. In transition, here come the Spurs. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Gasol dishes to Lee, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pelicans trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Frazier outside. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at how the Pelicans performed last month. First in opponent field goal shooting. First in opponent points per game. And they also show up as a top 5 team in steals. Young, aggressive, and athletic, getting into the passing lane.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Now here's Frazier. Manu Ginobili unable to get his shot to go. Stolen by Ginobili. Plays it in off the breakaway. Ginobili's got 10.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Frazier the pass to the natural. The 3 from Hill. Poked away. Here's Ajinça. Plays it up and banks it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And then Carter with the jam.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Now here's Ginobili. He's got 10. Screen by Lee. Beyond the arc. Got it off in time, but it's no. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star. It's the first time that's...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to...
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for him. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
So for New Orleans right now, E.J. Tucker is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Omer Ashik. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Frazier in at the 1 spot. Stevenson outside. Feeds to Ashik. There's the pass to Cousins. 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Frazier. Here's Parker. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Parker with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Green, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Frazier kicks to Stevenson. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Cousins, and it's sent back by Aldridge. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying his luck deep. Good on the shot. And now a 7-point Spurs lead. Down low, here's Cousins, and he goes in for the dunk.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Davis is checked in. San Antonio leading by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Aldridge. No good. Great D that time from Davis.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Kicks to Tucker. Davis sets a screen. Tucker dishes to Davis. He used that pick to get in close. Davis has got 9.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Leonard attacking, shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Green kicks to Dedmon. Now here's Leonard. Guarded by Tucker. Here's Aldridge. Great D that time from Davis.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Leonard with the steal.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out. Knew it. Exactly when to make the move.
Parker kicks to Green. Leonard against Stevenson. They set the screen. Leonard the pass to Dedmon. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Green. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. Pelicans trail by 6. Here is Frazier. He has 5. Stevenson right side. Here's Cousins. The shot is off. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Parker dishes to Green. Offline with his 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. And stolen by Aldridge. Inside. And the rejection by Cousins. And Green gets it to go. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
Leonard with the ball. He's coming off a 22-point game against Washington. Here's Dedmon. And the rejection by Cousins. And here's the fast break. Tipped away. Here's Stevenson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Lance Stevenson. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. New Orleans also making some changes. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Cousins. Solomon Hill comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pondexter in for Tim Frazier. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Aldridge. Clock at 4. The 11-footer takes a big high bounce and goes in. Aldridge has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. The Pelicans shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. They set the pick. Hill kicks to Ajinça. It's back to Hill. Pondexter the pass to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And the Pelicans miss again. San Antonio leading by 8. Leonard dishes to Green. Leonard against Hill. Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's Leonard. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. New Orleans gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hill kicks to Davis. Stevenson passes to Ajinça. Rejected by Gasol. In transition, here come the Spurs. Leonard's got the ball.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Carter in for Green. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. The natural, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
Spurs. Manu Ginobili.
Ginobili against Hill. Pass to Stevenson. Passes it to the natural. He kicks to Pondexter. 5 on the clock. They set the pick. From deep 3-point range, the rebound by the Spurs.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Stevenson dishes to Pondexter. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Pondexter's got his second basket. Now Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display in that possession.
Pelicans trail by 11. Stevenson passes to the next.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Gasol. He's averaging 10 points, rebounds, and 2 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
And so he hits both.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Stevenson drives in. The shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Ginobili kicks to Lee. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Down low, here's Ajinça. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 3 assists now in this one. Spurs leading by 11. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. And Mills kicks to Lee. The dish now to Carter. Here's Ginobili. Tries again. It's deflected. And here is Pondexter. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And that one is good from Ajinça.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch. You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Omer Ashe, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Mills kicks to Lee. The feed now to Carter. Lee sets a screen for Carter. To the paint, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Hill. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. And Ashe kicks to Stevenson. Jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. Stevenson's got 9.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Substitution for the Pelicans.
It could go. Got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And so we conclude the first half. It's the Spurs up by 9. And time now to go.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Tony Parker. And Tony, a lot of tough play out there in that first half. How would you describe this?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson. Some incredible work in this game by Manu Ginobili. He ended up with 15 points and 1 assist. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, defensively, they displayed what I call poor fundamentals. Good hustle, but poor fundamentals. Guys weren't moving their feet. The rotations were lackluster. Some guys made bad choices.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Every down is a play.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
What a game for Ginobili. He has 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Leonard in at the 3. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Spurs leading by 9. And Parker, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
And here are the Pelicans. Davis sets a screen. Frazier kicks to Davis. Off the screen, and it's sent back by Aldridge. That doesn't go either for Davis.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Back to Parker. Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Dedmon. They kick it out to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. Back to Green. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Frazier with it. He's picked up by Parker, and Davis gets it to go.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Parker kicks to Dedmon, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Frazier the pass to Stevenson. Cousins dishes to Frazier. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
It's Parker with the drive. Dedmon. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Here's Davis. Second chance shot, and Cousins with the lay-in. Cousins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pelicans. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. And Davis sends it back. Here's Frazier, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And Frazier drops them both. Spurs leading by 7. Now here's Parker. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
A nice shot by Tucker.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Leonard, the pass to Aldridge. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Aldridge has got 13.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Here is Frazier. He's got 9. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. High post Cousins. Unloads from 9. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Leonard attacking good. And now a 9-point San Antonio lead.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Frazier against Parker. Parker with the steal. To the inside. Jumps up. And Aldridge slams it in.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 11 points and a block. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
And yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out there.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jensen's checked in. Shot to stop the run, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out air. Space and sending shots back.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And that one's good. Parker.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And the shot is good. Parker's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Shot's good. Frazier's got 7 points for the quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Parker. He's got 8. Goes up on the wing. Pelicans with the rebound. Frazier's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Stevenson. Green with the... block. Nobody near Leonard. And the 3 off target. Frazier kicks to Stevenson. Shoots from 14. And it's Stevenson again missing. Spurs leading by 14. Leonard with the ball. 13 points in the game. There's the screen. He dishes it to Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's now 17 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Pelicans shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Parker against Frazier. Dishes it to Davis. From 12 feet out, buries the jump shot. Davis has got 13 points.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. New Orleans also making some changes. The natural, he's checked in for Davis. Solomon Hill comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pondexter in for Lance Stevenson. Rejected by Ginobili. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Out to Carter. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Frazier kicks to Ajinça. It's tipped. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. Omer Asher, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Pelican substitution. Omer Asher.
Pondexter, the pass to the national. Carter with the block.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Frazier dishes to Hill. Back to Frazier. Here's the screen. Pondexter kicks to Frazier. Screen by Asik. Outside Hill. Feeds to Asik. Clock at 4. The natural, the pass to Hill. Here's Frazier. And it's off from three-point range. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 20-5 run. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Such a wide-open look. And that's now 19 points for Ginobili.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
The pass to Frazier. From deep. That's in. For his 5th make of the night, now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Kicks it out to Ginobili. Inside. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. As the season has progressed, these players have heated up from beyond the arc, the best three-point shooters since the All-Star break. You look at Mills, 2nd in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
Well, this guy's been getting good looks, Kevin, and they've been falling for him. I mean, he's on balance, he's squared up, he's confident, and he's shooting in rhythm. As a result, that percentage is way up there.
Pondexter with it, picked up by Ginobili. Pondexter kicks to Asik. And he gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Spurs leading by 17. Ginobili outside. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Kicks it to Mills from downtown, and he gets it to go. Mills has got 5 points so far.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Pondexter, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam, guys. Fast as light.
Shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Parker. On the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Solomon Hill. And it's Stevenson in at the 2 spot. Frazier against Parker. Davis sets a screen. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
Pelicans ball.
Cousins dishes to Davis. And that one's good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And Parker, here we go. Here's Dedmon. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything. Anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Frazier the pass to Stevenson. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Stevenson, and the rejection by Leonard. Parker against Frazier. Right side Leonard. Fades and And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Davis with a screen on Parker. Davis kicks to Hill. Davis setting the pick for Hill. He feeds it to Frazier. 6 to shoot. Screen by Cousins. Here's Stevenson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Parker.
Take a look at what Stevenson's done. He has 9 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with... his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
And the Spurs with some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bertans comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Bees subbed in for Daniel Green.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Torres, the pass to Stevenson. And it's blocked.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
That's good.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Quincy Pop. Dexter, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Torres, the pass to Pondexter. On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Anderson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Dwayne Dedmon. That's his first personal foul at the line for the Spurs. Alexis Agency.
The first free throw is good. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Bertans. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Aginsa. Puts it up from 12, and he connects with the jumper.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The offensive rebound for New Orleans. They've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Tucker can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. To the wing right side. Jacks up a 3. That's good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And he gets the bucket.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Bertanis guarded by Tucker. Pass to Forbes. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team. You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Jumper off the screen. Pelicans with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Scooped up. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Takes a three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Lee's checked in for San Antonio. Carter comes in for Patty Mills. Now the pass to Bertanis. Here is Forbes. There's the screen. Here's Bertanis. And he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And, guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G.A., they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Big-time play at the basket right there, fellas.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Torres, the pass to the natural. To the middle, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Carter outside, puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Forbes dishes to Lee. Pelicans with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Screen by Ashik. Tucker the pass to Torres. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Tucker. Now Pondexter. Pass to Torres. From beyond the arc. But they'll get another chance.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
And Asha kicks to Pondexter. Passes it to Torres. Anderson with the block. But he stays with it. To the inside. Missed it. Even after all those chances.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio again missing.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and they'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding, outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games this season against this club. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it has mattered most against the Pelicans.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score. And some really good numbers for Tony Parker. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Torres, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Hill, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. First free throw is good.
Shooting for San Antonio, David Lee.
Second free throw, no good. From 11 feet away, no luck. Anderson dishes to Carter. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LaMarcus, it looked like the team and you were really feeling good out there.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Tony Parker. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star.
And, folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.